Thank you, Barka. Barka, the opening statement made by Mr. Yashovardhan, I totally go with that. But there are a few more points which I would like to add on. One, as you had mentioned in your opening comments, the
Yeah.
significance of the day is vital. You see, they chose to do it today because 22 years earlier, the parliament attack was carried out. This points to a much larger conspiracy, in my view. The second point, it was coordinated. That means we had these two people inside the parliament, and then we had people out, and both of them were operating in conjunction with each other. Now, I don't believe in coincidences. This was not a lark or a schoolboy prank which they were playing. This was an extremely serious affair. It is a terrorist attack, regardless of the fact whether simply colored smoke was used. Now, these people who have executed it, in my view, I may be wrong, but it's my view, they're merely pawns. There is somebody behind them. And I think that is the larger conspiracy which we need to get after. Who is behind these people? They are the 20 years plus something, boys and girls, whoever they are. They are radicalized or what? But there has to be someone behind them. This level of planning and preparation and coordination is a very high level. I will go to the extent of saying a military operation. The last point, when they're on the balcony or where the press are stayed, the visitors galleries there. 15 feet is not an easy jump. 15
Yeah.
feet is a very, very difficult jump. I know we have done these things. You just don't jump 15 feet and then say that we'll carry on operations. But more importantly, there should have been marshals there. I have been to many meetings where senior people have been talking, like the Prime Minister and all that. And I know the way we are frisked. And when we sit down, the instructions passed are very clear. You cannot stand up. Now, what are those marshals doing? It is, the security staff inside Barkha, I'm afraid, I think they have to bear the major brunt of this responsibility. They were lax. For whatever reasons they were lax, this laxity has spread in. It needs to be curbed. And the marshals inside, I think they also need to improve their procedures. We cannot allow something like this to happen. Instead of smoke, colored smoke, it could have been saline gas. And we could have had 50 to 100 dead inside, the way it happened in
So,
Japan.
so you believe, General Katoch, that this was an attempted terror attack and there is something bigger behind this?
Yes, I will equate it to a very serious terror attack the way it took place 22 years ago. It is
Yes.
exactly the same.
Yashu, you want to add to that, please, Mr. Azad?
Well, I think it's too early to say it can be related to a terror attack. Preliminary findings reveal actually it is not. The kind of sloganeering they were doing, they said, "Tana Shahi nahi chalegi." That it can be linked to Panoon even. I don't think it's true because Panoon likes to advertise almost everything. Outside Transport Bhavan, it was a kind of a political kind of a rally. Therefore, I would not link it to a terrorist attack. But the Delhi anti-terrorist cell is there, and they will definitely ferret out almost everything. So let's see what really comes out of that. As of now, I will not say it's a terrorist attack.
Okay, let me bring in Meera Borwankar and Dr. Tara Kartar. Meera Borwankar, wait, how do you see this? You see, Yashu says too early to say terror attack. General Katoch says it has all the makings of a terror attack, exactly what happened 22 years ago. The fact is, we don't know who these people are. We don't know what their motivation is. But I think one of the points that both our speakers have agreed on is that 15 feet is no small feat, right? It's not a small, like if somebody who's not from a security background walks in, who's not trained and just is asked to jump 15 feet. I mean, you either have to be crazy or trained. Like that's what I would say. Ms. Borwankar, please unmute yourself, ma'am. Please unmute yourself and do respond.
So I would also like Azad sir not like to guess at this point, but one thing which has struck me in this particular case and in many other security scenarios is that our staff, including the marshals in this particular case, they get into a rut, a routine, and they are not able to visualize various scenes which can be security risk. Therefore, there seems to be a failure at the door metal detector, door frame detector phase, but also where were the watchers? And in India, I have been observing that we are not uh, we are not deploying imaginative watchers. If there had been a very active, interested, aware watcher, he would have caught, because these boys, after all, were using their shoes. They were planning to jump, and 15 feet jump. Even if the uh, first security cordon had failed, second, third cordon should have taken care of. And this kind of, international embarrassment, besides being a very severe and grave security threat, it's also an embarrassment that we can't have our parliament safe. I would like to
Yeah.
give an example where once on PM Bandobast, I found a melon. Melon means tarboos. Huh? I
Ah,
thought it would be a security risk, but my staff said, "Nahi, madam, raho dena." And it was on that Bandra, from airport to Bandra. So I had to talk to my staff. Don't think of only routine threats to a VIP. And here we are not talking of a single VIP. We are talking of the whole parliament. So my take is that our security failed because we are absolutely run of the mill routine kind of security providers. We should have youngsters telling us what all they can do and where they can, like 15 feet jump, that we can do it.
yeah.
This is my main take, that our security system has to be more imaginative and expect threats which are absolutely non-traditional.
That's a very important point, that there's a lack of agility, and I'm not sure whether Mr. Azad, General Katoch, Miran would agree with Miran, but Dr. Karta, what do you think? The link to Pannu, right? Gurpatwant Pannu, who did threaten to attack Parliament, we don't know. We have literally no idea who these people are. Who is this Sagar Sharma? Is that even his name? Right? Who is this Manjunath? Who is this Neelam outside? Who are these people who have approached a BJP MP from Mysore, at least one of them, asked for a pass from his office, got in with no apparent motive except perhaps, as Miran says, maybe the motive was to inflict embarrassment. Maybe that was the motive. I don't know. Dr. Karta.
See, what is the end result? You've apparently got, like you said, six crazies who jumped
Yeah.
into parliament, and it's not, like you said, it's not a hop, skip, and jump. It's quite a difficult task. And they do this. I mean, it makes the end result is the message is you are vulnerable. That is the message that has gone across, that the heart of democracy in India is vulnerable. Okay, so somebody, to my mind, I will in some part support what the general had said, that someone is probably sending you a message that we can get you anytime we want. However, on the security angle, I'd like to say, in my past avatar, which when the Bombay attacks happened, when we had sent out alerts that we had said this is going to happen at hotel in high five-star hotel in Bombay, and the security was up, it will be up for a week, 10 days. Beyond that, it will go down. That is how security is. And we are, remember, Barka, we are a hyper security state as it is. We are so fussy about security. But in the end, when you cannot have 24/7 alert security, it doesn't happen. But it should happen in Parliament. I don't expect it in a five-star hotel because it's a tourism center. This is despite our telling people, right, that there's going to be an attack, and that it's not humanly possible to be on your toes